recording so you can watch it later, okay? Zoo party is the first story for us today. It's a party at the zoo. Zoo party. Let's see what it's about, okay? Everybody listen carefully and then we'll read together. Yes? I'll read first. Listen. Shh. Fox and bear slept in caves inside their cages at the zoo. This is fox. This is bear. There are other animals. There's a giraffe. There's an elephant. This is the zoo. They're at the zoo. Fox and bear slept in caves inside their cages at the zoo. They came out of their caves every morning and said hello to the visitors. Good morning. Somebody says good morning. Don't be late next time. You're late, okay? Let's read this page only, the first page, page 2. Don't read page 3, only page 2 together. Ready? Go. Fox
And bear inside the cages at the
They came out of their caves every morning and said hello to the visitors. To the visitors. Very good. Yes, they came out of their caves every morning and said hello to the visitors. Good morning, said Fox. Good morning, said Bear. Good morning, said the elephant. Good morning, said the giraffe. And that little girl is a visitor. She came to the zoo to see the animals. She says good morning too. Like you say good morning to me when you come. But don't come late, come on time, 11 o'clock. The people loved to see the animals, and the animals loved to see the people, right? Let's read. Ready, go. The people love animals. Very good. You can read very well. Let's see what happened. One day, Lion moved to the zoo. Here's the lion. He's new. He's a new friend. He moved to the zoo. Now he lives in the zoo too. Lion moved to the zoo. Fox said, let's have a party so Lion can meet all the animals. That's a great idea, said Bear. They want to have a party so Lion can meet all the animals. They want to eat delicious food together. They want to dance together. They want to meet each other. Let's read these 4 lines on page 4. Ready? Go. One day, Lion moved to the zoo. Fox said, let's have a party so Lion can meet all the animals. That's a Yes, that's a great idea, said Bear. A great idea. Party is always a great idea. Fox made a good plan for the party. She told her plan to Lion and to the other animals. They were all very excited. Fox made plans and told everybody about those plans. And all the animals are happy. They're excited. They want to have the party. The party is going to be fun. Let's read. Ready? Go. Fox made a good plan for the party. She told her plan to Lion and to the other animals. They were all very excited. They were all very excited. Yes. Let's see. Can animals have the party? Let's see. Who is this? This is a zookeeper. Zookeeper is the person who works at the zoo and takes care of the animals. Then Fox told the zookeeper about the party. We want to have a party, said the fox. That's impossible, said the zookeeper. Impossible means no, you cannot have it. Animals cannot have the party, he said. Impossible. Impossible. No way. Animals don't have parties, said the zookeeper. The animals were very sad. Oh no, look at the elephant, look at the giraffe. They look very sad. They're not smiling anymore. They're not excited anymore. They went back into their caves. They went back inside their caves and inside their cages. Poor animals, they cannot have a party. Very sad. Let's read. Oh, lots of reading to do. Are you ready? Ready? Start. Then party. That's impossible. Said the zookeeper. Animals don't have a party. Animals were very sad. They went back into their caves. Very good. Yes, they went back into their caves. Oh, let's see what happened. The visitors came to the zoo the next day. People came to see the animals the next day, the visitors. They wanted to see the animals, but the animals did not come out of their caves. They were inside their caves. They did not come out. They did not say hello. They were too sad. Ready? Go. The visitors came to the zoo the next day. They wanted to see the animals, but the animals did not come out of their caves. They did not say hello. They were too sad. They were too sad. Poor animals, very sad. How about people? Do you think people would be sad too? I think so. If you went to the zoo and didn't see any animals, you would be very sad too. The people were very unhappy. Happy? Unhappy. Opposite of happy is unhappy. They went to talk to the zookeeper. Zookeeper, they don't look happy. One boy said, "Where are the animals? Where are the animals?" He's asking the zookeeper, "Where are they?" One woman said, "None of the animals came to say hello." The people are very unhappy. Let's read together. Ready, go. The people were very unhappy. They went to talk to the zookeeper. One boy said, "Where are the animals?" One woman said, "None of the animals came to say hello." None of the animals came to say hello. Poor people, poor animals, everybody's sad. What will happen? The zookeeper said to the visitors, "I understand why you are upset. Understand. I know why you are upset. I understand. I believe I can solve the problem and everyone will be happy. Come back tomorrow." He says he knows how to solve the problem. He knows how to make animals be happy and come out of their caves. How? We do not know. We will find out on the next page. Let's read. Ready, go.
I know.
You know, great. Zookeeper said to the visitors, "I understand why you are upset. I believe I can solve the problem. Everyone will be happy. Come back tomorrow." That's right. Amishka. Amishka, you're not reading. You're not reading with everybody. Amishka, can you read alone then? Okay, let's read. Amishka, ready, go. From the beginning.
The zookeeper said to the visitors, "I understand why you are upset. I
Believe.
believe I can
Solve.
solve the problem and everyone will be happy. Come back tomorrow."
That's right. Very good. We should read together. Okay. When everybody reads, everybody should be reading. If you're not reading, I'm going to ask you to read alone. Okay. Everybody make sure you're reading. Let's go to the next page. The last page. What's going to happen? A party, right? A party. I think they're having a party.
I want to read alone.
Oh, wait a second. Let me read first. That night, the animals had a big party. And the next day, they happily came out of their caves. The people loved seeing the animals, and the animals loved seeing the people. Now the animals have a party every time a new animal comes to live at the zoo. Let's read. Ready? Go.
That
That
night,
night,
the animals had a big party. And happily came out of caves. People love seeing animals animals have a party every time animals comes
A new animal comes to live.
very good. Good job. Good job. You all read very well. Good job reading. Oh, yes, they finally got to have the party. The animals are very happy. They love having party. Whenever a new animal comes to the zoo, they would have a party. When a new student comes to grade 2, do you have a party? Savian, do you have a question? What is it? Hmm?
Sir, no,
No questions?
sir.
Mhm.
I have already read that story.
Oh, you already read that story. That's right. In your library,
My
right?
tablet.
In your tablet. Good job. Good job. It's okay. We can read the story sometimes a couple of times. Doesn't matter. Morish is showing us the little Minecraft toy made of Lego blocks, I think. Right?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, that's a game.
It's a game. Yes, Minecraft is a game. Yeah, I know. Do you like having parties?
Yes.
Yes. What do you do when you have a party? Do you dance? Do you sing? Do you eat a lot of food? Do you play games? What do you do?
Parties. Everything I do. Everything I do.
Everything you do. Uvini, what do you do? Oh, wait a second. Let's. Uvini?
For my birthday party, sometimes my visitors come and celebrate my birthday. We eat cakes and this village one of my best friends. His name is Hiruka. Ouch! It hurts.
Continue.
In my birthday at my 7th birthday, and we had a lot of fun playing with my bicycle.
All right. That sounds like a great party. Anybody else wants to tell us about their party? Raise your hand if you want to answer. Raise your hand. Click the button, raise the hand, and I'll ask you, okay? Do not just talk. If everybody talks at the same time, then we cannot understand anything. And thanks for showing me all of your toys. Isuli, tell us about your party.
I
Are you singing? Thank you. Thank you, Isuli.
Like
Dasin, tell
the
us.
queen in the
Dasin.
Disney Channel.
Dasin.
I made a Father's Day.
Oh, wait a second. Dasin will tell us first.
Whenever my birthday comes, my cousin Rohanta comes. And I should give whatever I find for her.
It's difficult to understand. Your microphone is not very clear. Difficult to understand what you're saying. Some issues with the microphone, it seems, right? Oh, I see.
Make a card for my father.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Dasin, for telling us. Let's listen to Sophia. Sophia, tell us.
I made a card for my father.
You made a
For
card
Father's
for.
Day.
Are you having a party with your father on the Father's Day? You should have a party. Play games, dance, sing, eat cake.
Jaden
Wow.
has a Captain America mask.
That's a beautiful card. Thank you for showing it to us, Sophia. Your father would be very happy to get it.
Here,
Yes.
sir. Jaden has
Yes.
a Captain America mask.
Yes, I can see that. Great. Thank you for sharing. Let's go to the next book. Are you ready? We also have a Magic Tree House story to read. So let's continue quickly. Here we go. The next story is about a band. Let me go back to the beginning of the page. A real band, it's called. A real band. Okay. Listen carefully. I'll read. Everybody's listening? Okay, listen.
Teacher, sir.
Yes.
Sir, may I tell a band?
Wait, not yet. Let's finish the story first and then we'll play together. We'll make a band together, okay? Let's read first. Here we go. Baby Jess liked to shake her rattle. Baby Jess, who's Baby Jess? This is Baby Jess. Baby Jess is in the crib. And this is her rattle. This is a rattle, like a little toy, baby toy. It's called a rattle. Baby Jess liked to shake her rattle. And Anne, who's Anne? This is Anne. Anne liked to listen. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Let's read together. Ready? Go.
Like the two snakes, her rattle and like the sun.
Rattle, rattle, rattle.
Like
That's right. This is not, somebody said snake. It's not a snake. It's a shake. Somebody read it as a snake. Baby Jess liked to snake. No, she liked to
I
shake.
said snake.
Yeah, don't say
I
snake, say shake. S and the H make sound shh. Not a snake, a shake. And I'll read. Anne liked the sound of the rattle. Rattle, rattle, rattle. She liked to move to the sound. She moved like this. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. She liked to dance to the sound. It's your turn. Ready, go. And like sound of the rattle. Rattle, rattle, rattle. She liked to move to the sound. Yes, she liked to move to the sound. Rattle, rattle, rattle. I want to make a sound, said Anne. Anne wants to make some sound too. Listen, please, we'll talk later. Okay, I want to make a sound, said Anne. She looked around the room, but didn't find anything. So she went to the kitchen. Maybe there she can find something in the kitchen that makes some sound. She wants to play music too. Ready, go. I want
to make some sound.
She looked around the room, but didn't find anything. So she went to the kitchen. Yes. She didn't find
Anything, so she went to the kitchen.
Anne got a can and put some coins in it. A can with coins. This is a can and they're coins. She put them inside. Then she shook the can and made a new sound. Clink, clink, clink. If you have a can and you put some coins inside, you can shake it and make a clink, clink, clink sound. Let's read together these 5 lines. Ready, go. and got a can and put some coins in it. Then she shook the can and made a new sound. Clink, clink, clink. Very good. Yes. Yes, she found them in the kitchen, and now she made that sound. Let's see what's gonna happen next. Here's Harry. Harry came to the house. Harry came to the house. Harry, I like that sound, said Harry. Can I join in? Yes, said Anne. Music is better if you don't play alone. When you play together, when you make music together, it's fun. So music is better if you don't play alone. That's what Anne told Harry. Let's read these lines. Ready, go.
Alone.
Harry came to the house. I like that sound, said Harry. Can I join in? Yes. And music is better if you don't play alone. Don't play alone. Very good. Harry got a box. What box? This box. It's a round box. At the bottom, you can see there's a box. Yeah, he got a box. Harry got a box. He banged. Bang, bang. When you hit something hard, you bang it with sticks. He has 2 sticks in his hands over there, red ones. He banged 2 sticks on the box. Tap, tap, tap. And shook the can. Clink, clink, clink. So they're making music. Tap, 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 clink, clink, clink. Let's read. Ready, go. Harry got a box. He banged the 2 sticks on the box. Tap, tap, tap. And shook the can. Clink, clink, clink. Clink, 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 she went. Very good. Jake came by. Who's Jake? This is Jake. Jake has a red shirt and blue jeans. Jake came by. I like those sounds, said Jake. I like the sounds that you're making. I like those sounds. Jake had seen someone make music with a tube at the Children's Museum. So when Jake went to the museum, he saw somebody make some music with a tube, and now he wants to help them. He wants to join them and make music too. Let's try reading these 5 lines. I'll answer your questions a little later. Okay, ready, go. Jake came by. I like those sounds, said Jake. Jake had seen someone make music with a tube at the Children's Museum.
Children's museum.
Yes, he went to the museum. He saw. What kind of tube is it? Let's see. There it is. He's holding it in his hands. It's like a tube and something on top of it. Looks like a microphone, doesn't it? He made a microphone with a tube so he can sing into it and make beautiful sound. Jake got a tube and sang into it. La, la, la. La, la, la. He's singing clink, clink, clink. Tap, tap, tap. La, la, la. Yeah, he's singing beautifully, doesn't he? Let's read together. Ready, go. Jake got a tube and sang into it. La, la, la. Yeah, you try. La, la, la. La, la, la. Try. Nice. Yes, la, la, la. Ooh, look at that. This is a band. They made a band. Everyone stopped to hear the band. Everybody liked the music. They stopped to listen to them, to hear them. They played for hours, for a very long time, a few hours, not just 1 minute. They played for hours. Jess joined in too. Where's Jess? Here, baby Jess. She joined. How did she join? She shook her rattle. Rattle, rattle, rattle. She joined in too. And the dog too. Wow, wow, wow. said the dog. Clink, 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 went Anne. La, 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 Jake said. Tap, 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 went Harry. Let's read these 3 lines. Very
La,
easy.
la, la,
Ready,
la, la,
go.
la, 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 la.
Everyone,
Everyone
stop to hear the band. They played for hours. Just joined in
They
tune.
played for hours.
Just joined in tune. Yes, what a fun band it is, isn't it? It is a fun band. They had so much fun together. Now it's your turn. Go get your musical instrument. I will play the ukulele today. Here's my ukulele. Whatever musical instrument you have, just make it. You can tap something, you can shake something, you can sing something. You have a microphone? Use something for the microphone. Anything. Get something like this and sing. Ah, la la la. Are you ready? I'll give you 1 minute to get your musical instrument. Go get ready.
Guitar. A big
Nice. We have Jaden playing the guitar, and Morish Sam is playing the guitar. And Kenut, what are you playing? Sally, are you clapping hands?
Sir.
Sally will be clapping hands. Vinny will be playing the xylophone. Nice. Yes. I can see your guitar. Yes.
Guitar is playing me and Minecraft. Roblox.
Yes, that's right. Isuli, what are you playing? Isuli, what are you playing?
La 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 la.
Singing. Okay. Sabian, what are you doing? Lakindu. Amishka, what are you playing? Get something. Get a pot or get some sticks. You can use pencils or pens for sticks, and you can play them like a drum. Here we go. Ready? On 3, 1. When I say 3, we all gonna play like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and then you can play like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can sing. La 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 la. Okay. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 Nice. Good job making music. We have a beautiful band here. Beautiful band. Let's give ourselves a big hand. Give yourself a big hand. You did a great job playing musical instruments. What a beautiful band it is. Isn't it a beautiful band? It is a beautiful band. Yes. Kevin, you're playing the keyboard. What? Is it what? Wait. Dasin, what? Oh, the keyboard. That's nice. Dasin has a beautiful keyboard. Yes. Great job. Okay. You're all saying, sir, sir, sir. Then I cannot hear what anyone is saying if you keep on saying sir, sir, sir at the same time. We have to take turns, right? If you take turns, then I can ask you a question, then you can tell me something. But when one student shares, you should listen. Morish, your turn. Tell us.
Sir, Minecraft is listening to us. The
Yes,
band.
that's right. Great. It was a beautiful band. You played very well. Everyone played very well together. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for playing your guitars, and thank you for you're muted. Yes. Sophia, did you want to say something?
Sir, I have a piano, but it's inside the box. We
I
should
see. It's
set
okay.
now.
It's
After
okay.
the class finished, I'm going to set it and the next Wednesday I'm going to
Yes,
say it.
that's right.
I know Mary had a little lamb.
Oh, that's a beautiful song. Mary had a little lamb. Now it's time for the story. Which story is it time for? Now we're doing Magic Tree House. That's right. We have to see what
Magic Tree
happened. Magic Tree House. Listen carefully, okay? Do not interrupt. We don't have much time left. Let's try to finish a couple. We'll read a couple of chapters today. If you remember what happened last time, if you forgot, let me remind you, okay? Annie and Jack are in the magical land where dinosaurs roam around. Yes, they're dinosaurs there. They went back into time to the past when dinosaurs were alive. They've seen Pteranodon and they've seen a Triceratops with 3 horns, 1 horn on his nose, 2 horns above his eyes. And now Jack found a medallion. Remember, a round medallion he found in the grass? It's like a circle with the letter M on it. Let's see what's going to happen. Chapter 6. Listen carefully. Dinosaur Valley. Look at the book, okay? Do not look anywhere else. Look at the book and follow me. Annie, look at this, Jack called. Look what I found. Annie had gone up to the hilltop. She was busy picking a flower from the magnolia tree. Annie, look, a medallion. Everybody listen and look here. Can you look here? Okay, look at the book while we're reading it. Don't do anything else, please. But Annie wasn't paying attention to Jack. She was staring at something on the other side of the hill. What was on the other side of the hill? Let's find out. Oh, wow, she said. Annie, clutching her magnolia flower, she took off down the hill. She started running down the hill. Annie, come back, Jack shouted. But Annie had disappeared. She's on the other side of the hill. What is she doing there? I'm going to kill her. He's not really going to kill her. He's just very angry with her because she always gets into trouble and she runs away from him, Jack muttered. He stuffed the gold medallion into his jeans pocket. Then he heard Annie shriek. How does Annie shriek? Like that. That's what happened to Annie. Why is she shrieking? Why is she shouting? Annie! Jack heard another sound as well, a deep bellowing sound, like a tuba. What was it? Jack, come here, Annie called. Annie! Is Annie okay? What is making that sound? Jack grabbed his backpack and raced up the hill. When he got to the top, he gasped. Why? The valley below was filled with nests, big nests made out of mud. And the nests were filled with tiny dinosaurs. There's a picture. Do you see the picture? There's the nest, many nests made of mud. And there are eggs inside. And there are little dinosaurs, baby dinosaurs inside those eggs. And where's Annie? Annie should be somewhere there. And Annie, she screamed. She said, "Ah!" Why did she do that? Let's find out. Annie was crouching next to one of the nests, and standing over her was a gigantic duck-billed dinosaur, a dinosaur with a mouth that looks like a duck's mouth. And Annie was near it. Don't panic, don't move, said Jack. He stepped slowly down the hill toward Annie. The huge dinosaur was towering above Annie, waving her arms, making her tuba sound. Jack stopped. He didn't want to get too close. He knelt on the ground. Okay, move toward me, Annie, slowly, he said. Annie started to stand up. Don't stand up. Annie, crawl like a dog on all fours, said Jack. Clutching her flower, Annie crawled toward Jack. The duck-billed dinosaur followed her, still bellowing. Annie froze. Froze means she stopped moving. Keep going, Jack said softly. Annie started crawling again. Jack inched farther down the hill until he was just an arm's distance from Annie. He reached out with his hand like this. Everybody look at the book, don't draw pictures. He reached out and grabbed her hand. He pulled Annie toward him. Stay down, he said. He crouched next to her. Bow your head. Pretend to chew. Chew? What's a chew? Chew is when you pretend you're eating like this. Chew? Why should she pretend to chew? Yes, Jack says. I read that's what you do if a mean dog comes at you. When there's a mean dog who wants to bite you, you have to bow your head and pretend to chew. Like a cow. She's no dog, Jack. It's a dinosaur, said Annie. Just chew, said Jack. Jack and Annie both bowed their heads and pretended to chew. Like this. Soon the dinosaur grew quiet. Jack raised his head. I don't think she's mad anymore, he said. Thanks, Jack, for saving me, said Annie. You have to use your brain, said Jack. Don't be foolish, be smart. Use your brain. You can't just go running to a nest of babies. There's always a mother nearby. Mothers protect their babies. Mothers can get angry if you go near their babies. Annie stood up. Annie, too late. Annie held out her magnolia flower to the dinosaur. Here, eat my flower, said Annie. Oh no, she's not using her brain. I'm sorry I made you worry about your babies, she said. The dinosaur moved closer to Annie. She grabbed the flower from her. She reached for another. One more flower? No more, said Annie. The dinosaur let out a sad tuba sound. No more flower. But there are more flowers up there on the hill, Annie said. She pointed to the top of the hill. I'll get you some. Annie hurried up the hill. The dinosaur waddled after her, walked like a duck, slowly. Jack quickly examined the babies. He looked at the babies. He studied them. Some were crawling out of their nests. Where were the other mothers? Only one mother was there, but there were many nests, many babies, but no mothers. Jack took out the dinosaur book. He flipped through the pages. He found a picture of some duck-billed dinosaurs. He read the caption. What is the name of this dinosaur? It's the Anatosaurus. Anatosauruses lived in colonies. Colonies means they lived in groups. Many Anatosauruses lived together. While a few mothers babysat the nests, others hunted for food. Oh, so some mothers take care of the babies, other mothers go and look for food to eat. So there must be more mothers close by. Hey, Jack, Annie called. Jack looked up. Annie was at the top of the hill, feeding magnolia flowers to the giant Anatosaurus. She's nice too, Jack, Annie said. Oh, but suddenly the Anatosaurus made her terrible tuba sound. Annie crouched down and started to chew like this. The dinosaur barged down the hill. The dinosaur suddenly started running down the hill. Why? This is the Anatosaurus. That's what he looks like. He has a mouth like a duck. He has a duck's bill. But everything else looks like a dinosaur. And this is a mother, right? She was taking care of the babies. But now she's suddenly afraid. She seemed afraid of something. What is she afraid of? Jack and Annie or somebody else? Maybe some scary dinosaurs nearby. Jack put the book down on top of his pack. He hurried up to Annie. Annie! What is Annie doing? Annie got down and started chewing. I wonder why she ran away, said Annie. We were starting to be friends. Jack looked around. What he saw in the distance almost made him throw up. He saw something very scary. What is it? An enormous, very big, ugly monster was coming across the plain. He was walking on two big legs and swinging a long, thick tail and dangling two tiny arms. He had a huge head and his jaws were wide open. Even from far away, Jack could see his long, gleaming teeth, sharp teeth. Tyrannosaurus Rex, whispered Jack. Oh no, T-Rex is there. He's there to eat them. Oh no, what is he going to do? What are they going to do? Are they going to survive? Let me read one more chapter for you. Do you have time? I hope you have time. Ready, set, go. Run, Annie, run, cried Jack, to the tree house. They dashed down the hill together.
Show the dinosaur.
Yes, I'll show you a picture in a minute. They dashed down together. They're running away through the tall grass, through the ferns, past the pteranodon, and right to the rope ladder. They scrambled up. Seconds later, they tumbled into the treehouse. Annie leaped to the window. She jumped to the window. He's going away, she said, panting. Panting means breathing hard from running. Jack pushed his glasses into place. He looked through the window with her. The Tyrannosaurus was wandering off. He was walking away. But then the monster stopped and turned around. Duck, said Jack. Duck means get down. The two of them hunched down. After a long moment, they raised their heads. They peeked out again. Coast clear, said Jack. Coast clear means the dinosaur is not there anymore. Yay, whispered Annie. We have to get out of here, said Jack. You made a wish before, said Annie. I wish we could go back to Frog Creek, said Jack. Nothing happened. How do they go back home? Do they just have to make a wish? Or do they have to maybe look at the book? Let's see. I wish. Wait, you were looking at a picture in the dinosaur book, remember? The dinosaur book. Where is the dinosaur book? Jack groaned. Oh no, I left the book and my pack on the hill. I have to go back. Oh, forget it, said Annie. I can't, said Jack. The book doesn't belong to us. Plus my notebook is in my pack with all my notes. Hurry, said Annie. Now Jack forgot his backpack and the book where the Anatosauruses were. His backpack is there near the nest. Jack hurried down the rope ladder. He leaped to the ground. He jumped to the ground. He raced past the pteranodon, through the ferns, through the tall grass, and up the hill. He looked down. There was his pack lying on the ground. On top of it was the dinosaur book, but now the valley below was filled with Anatosauruses. There were many, many, many mother Anatosauruses and father Anatosauruses too, all standing guard around the nests. They knew the T-Rex is there, and so they're protecting the babies, all the mothers, all the fathers, many, hundreds of them.
Please, can you show us it?
Okay, the picture will be coming soon. Wait a second. Where had they been? Did fear of Tyrannosaurus send them home? Jack took a deep breath. Ready, set, go! He charged down the hill. He started running down the hill. He leaped to his backpack. He scooped it up. He grabbed the dinosaur book. A terrible tuba sound. Another. All the Anatosauruses were bellowing at him. They're screaming, don't touch our babies, they're saying. Jack took off. He started running. He raced up to the hilltop. He started down the hill. He stopped. The T-Rex, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, was back, and he was standing between Jack and the tree house. And there's a picture. There's Jack running down the hill. He got his backpack. He got the dinosaur book. He's going to the tree house, but T-Rex is there. What is he going to do? The tree house is on this side. There's a tree. There's a tree, and there's a tree house in the tree, and there's the little door and the window, and Annie is there. Little girl is looking out. But Jack is here, and he needs to go to the tree house. But there's a T-Rex in between him and the treehouse. What is he going to do? How is he going to go home? Is T-Rex going to eat Jack? Is T-Rex going to eat Uwini? Not Uwini, right? We will find out next time what's going to happen to Jack. We do not know what's going to happen to Jack. What's going to happen to Jack? What's going to happen to Annie? We'll find out next time. Will they get home safely, or will T-Rex eat them?
Sir, is it a big story?
No, we just have a few chapters left. They will get back to the tree house, they will make a wish, and they will get back home. Is it a fun story?
Yes.
Yes. I think it's a fun story. He uses magic too, but it's a long story, right? It's not as short as Nate the Great story. It's a little bit longer, but if you read books like this, your English will get better and you will become very smart. You will become geniuses and you will get A stars for all of your subjects. And you will become doctors and scientists and presidents and space women like Senadi. See, Senadi wants to become a space woman. She wants to go to the space and travel in a spaceship. That's why she has space behind her. And Sophia wants to be a teacher. You'll become a great teacher in the future, Sophia, too. Our time is over now.
We are art and craft teacher.
Yes, we had a very, very long lesson today. I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Go take a break. Rest.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.